Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XI Online. In the last episode, we tracked down the traitorous Kate Sith. I think it was Sathir that was the one that was colluding with the Spite Wardens. But while we were observing them, the antics of I forget which Kate Sith it is that we're currently working with. It'll come up again. And Lilithset basically exposed our position. They triggered an avalanche. They sent some demons after us. We dealt with them. Then they triggered an avalanche, knocking us out of commission, and then giving them the opportunity to kidnap both Lilithset and Portia and take them back to Lilith's lair, where Lilith is trying to convert Portia over to her cause for some reason, which we don't really know yet, by promising to remove Sir Ragalis's curse, which her own minions are responsible for applying in the first place. So, yeah. Now, we have returned to Sandoria in an effort to try to get some help to rescue Lilithset and Portia. Ragalis is, of course, on board, but he's in no real condition to help. And the Sandoria Knights are in the process of planning an operation in Beaucedine Glacier as well, so they need him to basically serve as a commander. And then there's also Noiluri, something along those lines, who is interested in Ragalis as well. So there's got that going on. But we have offered our services to the Sandoria Knights in an effort to hopefully be able to steer things in the direction of helping to rescue the girls. But they need assurances that we are as good as we say we are. So we need to get some vouchers from other knights of the kingdom. And so that is kind of where we're at. So that's what we're going to work on. Now, I do apologize. I kind of got a little distracted there at the end of the last episode, so I kind of missed some of the text. Looking back at it, so it's unfortunate, but I'll try to avoid that. There's just some things going on. So let's get to what we need to do here. Now, in order to get these vouchers, there's a bunch that are freely given. We only need, I think, 20 of them. Yeah, we only need 20 signatures. Minimum to accomplish the mission. Now, we can get many more, and if we get a bunch more, it will affect the rewards that the quest will give us. Now, thing is, we don't really need the rewards from this quest because this is really old content at this point. So there's really nothing here that is of benefit to us. So we're just going to go ahead and grab the 20 bare minimum signatures that we need. Now, if you want to get all of the signatures, you have to go get a whole bunch of different items that you're going to have to trade and give to people to get those signatures. But there's also a bunch of freely given ones that you can get as well, and there are enough freely given signatures to get the 20 that you need. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, the first NPC that we are going to talk to is Isaville here. You must be Sir Ragalis's trusted comrade, Tiuna. How fare you? So that's why you're seeking signatures. I understand your predicament and empathize with your cause. My name alone may not count for much, but I offer it without reserve. Sir Ragalice is a great knight, an even greater man. His courage and valor have earned him the deep respect of the entire Sandorian army. Sandoria bereft of his inspired leadership would be utterly unimaginable in these dark times. Alright, we have our first signature. Alright, so the next person we're looking for is Illuce, on the way to the Chocobo stables. There. What? You wish me to sign your petition? Pardon my asking, but am I correct in assuming that you are Tuna of the Cobra Mercenaries of Windurst? I knew it. Much have I heard of your valorous deeds, the Battle of Juno. You have my wholehearted support, and not the least, my signature. Alright. Next is Digrapho, near the Chocobo stables. That guy, right there. What's this talk of signatures? Why, if it isn't Tuna of the Cobra Mercenaries of Windurst, the woman of the moment. The kingdom's walls resound with praise of you. Praise for you. I've heard much of you from Sir Ragalice. In fact, there's a note of pride in his voice every time he brings up your name in conversation. Any friend of Sir Ragalice is a friend of mine. Let us never give up the fight for the survival of all that is good in this world. May the blessing of the goddess be upon us. Alright. Next is, let's see, East Gate. Yeah, over there. Elnond? Just past the East Gate. There she is. How may I be of assistance? A signature, you say? But of course, how could I refuse, knowing you're the esteemed Tuna of the Cobra Mercenaries of Windurst? So, you'll strike out for the Northlands with the Matter Falcons? I shall pray for your safety and success on the battlefront. Alright. Next is Remiot, near the East Ronfar entrance. There he is. Gathering signatures, are we? So Sir Vestile and Sir Noirluri and their respective units are bound for Valdonia. Pundits say that a fierce battle, the likes of which has yet to be seen, is set to erupt there. An extra hand to help thin out the beastman ranks cannot hurt, surely. You have my vote. Alright, excellent. Next is Lily, or Lille? K9, upper level. Okay, I know how to get there. That would be this way. Get through that portcullis. Loyalier. Alright, you would have my signature. It would be my pleasure. Not that I give signatures to anyone who asks, mind you. You're a good friend of Sir Ragalice's, are you not? From what I understand, Sir Ragalice has taken ill recently. As his trusted comrade, I have faith that you will be there for him in his time of need. Alright. 6 signatures. Alright. Milo Rolls is next. And he is over by the residential area. There's Noiluri. I actually think I can get her as a trust this month. I need to do that. There's your sale. Which is a character from, well, the name that is used for a character in Final Fantasy XIV. Alright, who am I looking for? Milo Rolls. Ah, there he is. What's that you say? You require signatures in order to go to Valdonia and snatch the troop Mayakov dancers out from the jaws of death? Is this true? That the girls are in grave danger? My apologies. I meant not to lose my composure over the news. I would be glad indeed to lend my voice to your cause. Would that I could leave my post and go rescue those beauties myself. Alright. 7 signatures. Okay. Now, there actually is another person that we can talk to over here. Farewell. Where? It says K7. Okay, over there. Now, there's another set of NPCs that will give signatures for question and answer quizzes. There you are. And he's one of them. Alright, what? You're gathering signatures for a petition to be allowed to head north with our troops? I'm presently off duty, but I suppose that's neither here nor there. They say that the Northlands is a field of horrors, a veritable burial ground for the unprepared. If you must go, take all necessary precautions and more. Lest you have the ill fortune of stumbling into one of those fell creatures that prowl the Beaucedine Glacier. The correct answer will be Smilodons. And not to mention the dreadful beast they call Zarkabard their home. That'll be Tauri. But of all the fearsome creatures that inhabit the glacier and Zarkabard both, none curdles the blood more than ghosts. Yes, those are the creatures of which I speak. Lower your guard not for a second to their presence, or you'll find yourself homebound in a casket. Very well, wait here while I have my comrades add their signatures to my own. Here you are. May the goddess watch over you. Alright, now we're up to 13 signatures. Alright, now we need to go Undage? Undage? Upper level, H9. H9, upper level, okay. It's kind of far away. And there's another character over there that we can also talk to for question and answer signatures. So we've got to go there. Is this the entrance? This is the entrance. All right. All right. There is Arfet here. This is the question and answer. What's that? You would have me sign a petition? I suppose you fancy yourself well-versed in all things to do with the Sandorian army. Alright, let's do it this way. You answer a few questions, and I'll give you what you seek. Any fool off the street knows the kingdom's 3 knightly orders, the Royal Knights, the Temple Knights, and the Royal Guards. But know you who stands at the helm of each? The leader of the Royal Knights is... is that Rahal? No. It's this guy, unpronounceable. Yurvalair? The leader of the Temple Knights is Febrenard. The leader of the Royal Guard is Valinaral. We're very familiar with Valinaral. Next question. As you know, the kingdom is served by a great many regiments of knights. Which of the following does not exist? Knights of the Cardinal Stag, the Knights of the Rustwing Hawk, the Royal Guards. The Knights of the Rustwing Hawk. That's apparently the correct answer. Very good. You've demonstrated satisfactory knowledge of the kingdom's forces. Wait right here. I shall return presently. Here are the signatures I promised. I took the liberty of having fellow unit members sign your petition also. I have 19 signatures. Now there's one more person over here. There's Andage. You're petitioning to join our northbound troops? The Matter Falcons suffered heavy losses at the Battle of Lethane and would benefit from every extra sword they can get. Very well, you have my signature and my blessing too. There's my 20 signatures. There's still a couple more ones I can get for free, but I don't actually need them. So, we can head back and turn these in. Alright, so we head back to Beaucedine. How fare you, Tuna? Sir Vestile and Sir Noiluri have been expecting you. You're finally back. I see you've gathered 20 signatures for the petition. Are you ready to submit it? Yep, let's go. I surely am. This many knights rallying behind you, no one will have any grounds to question you joining us. Very well, Tuna. It would be our pleasure to have you accompany us to the Northlands. Our units will depart for the Beaucedine Glacier presently. We shall see you there. Alright. Excellent. And so... we now need to head back to Beaucedine Glacier. And the best option is going to be via survival guide. But there actually is something that I want to do first. Now that I'm thinking about it before I forget. So let me take care of that little bit of business. And then I'll be back when we're ready to head out. Alright. I got taken care of what I wanted to take care of, which was basically get those available trust alter egos that you can get this month for login points. So... alright, but for now, I'm gonna head to Beaucedine Glacier S. Waiting for the cutscene to load. There we go. Scout reporting, sir. The enemy procession approaches from the direction of Vana'diel. The advance guard is expected to reach the glacier by way of the high road within the hour. Good work, soldier. As intelligence reports suggested, their intent is to merge with the main beastman force stationed in Castle's Fall via Beaucedine and Zarkabart. Then our objective remains unchanged: the annihilation of the enemy force, and failing that, the obstruction of their advance. Let us review the strategy. The Matter Falcons will stand and wait for the enemy procession and engage them head-on. Immediately after which, the Red Roses will strike from the rear and seal off their retreat. Our 2 units will cripple the enemy in one swift blow. Is that clear? Shogyo Mujo Zesho Meppo Shometsu Metsui Jakumatsu Iraku. It is time. Sir, the enemy, they come. Orcs. Knights of the Red Rose, ready your arms. Knights of the Matter Falcon, to positions. Crossbowmen, fire at will. Matter Falcons, move in. Glory to Sandoria. Nice. Light skill chain. Ah! Oh, Naui. Right. Kate Sith. Naui. This is the one that we're working with. The overpowering stench of blood and steel. Such savagery. Such barbarism. Let's find the two girls while the battle rages. The combatants distracted. But where could they have been taken? Huh? Looks like the situation's heating up on the glacier. What are you planning to do with us? The two of you will serve us as bait. As a plump carrot is dangled before a chocobo's nose, so too will you be flaunted before our prey, lure in our quarry. Is it true what that woman said? That Sir Regulus can be saved? It's just as the lady said. Why do you ask? Had a change of heart, have we? The things we do for love. I must confess to being a right sucker for this kind of thing. I might not look it, but I'm an incurable romantic myself. Lilith at Importia. Where was that place, I wonder? The clangor of battle could be heard. The clangor of battle could be heard. Felt, even, means they can't be far away. Someplace close. The scene was that of a sprawling cavern, a subterranean location. Naui, do you read me? Naui, I've stumbled upon a conspicuous cave opening not a stone's throw away from where we passed by earlier. Could it be that it leads underground, an entrance to the caverns? I read you, seeked, loud and clear. Tuna, I dare say we've narrowed down the girls' locations, their whereabouts. You go and search for the two Troop Myakov girls? Yep. Understood. The enemy, my knights and I will keep at bay. I leave the rest in your hands. The goddess keep you. Lilith and Portia are being held captive underground, deprived of liberty. Seeked has tipped us off to a likely entrance. Oh, before it slips my mind, in case I forget, you might find this useful. An aroma bug. While the aroma bug scent permeates, even the pitch blackness of the caves won't be able to separate us. Can't wander astray. But be forewarned, the scent lasts only for a limited duration and then fades away. It becomes odorless. Should you require another, I have a stash stowed away at the southern tower here in the glacier, hidden from prying eyes. Now then, let's go and rescue some dancers. Alright, we obtain the item, the aroma bug. Alright. Need to examine the real paw prints at G9, which should be on this same level. G9. Ah, okay. gonna be down around this way. Alright, let's see. The regal paw prints, are they here? Yes. A little Southern Portia being held captive somewhere within these caverns, I'm sure. No mistake about it. Drat, a dead end, but we've already explored all paths. Tuna, this rat's tail explosive I picked up earlier, do you think that perhaps we could try... What a nasty fight that was. Scared out of my wits. But it looks like the passage has been cleared up. Ah. Bombs. Do you know, Sabi? Has the situation been neutralized, Yuna? The enemy dispatched? Phew, this excitement is positively bad for the heart. Nigh lost a life. This is giving me an idea. Lent me a thought. What if we use the bomb's penchant for self-destruction to our advantage and blasted ourselves a pass to the cavern? Chances are we'll run into more dead ends further on in, but with some rat's tail explosives, a handful of enemy bombs, and a sprinkling of ingenuity, the road will surely be revealed to us. Open sesame. I'll entrust you to the remaining few rat's tail explosives I chanced upon. I'm eager too. I'm willing to wager, though, that more can be had from the hostiles that haunt these parts. Not being fond of loud noises, I'll make myself scarce for a spell. Keep to the backstage. Off you go then, Tuna. Don't skimp on the fireworks, no. Alright. So, we're going to have to head in there. We touch this one more time, and we begin the event. All right. So, the optimal path, I'm following from my guide, is to hug the right wall and blow up the wall at HI9. Alright, HI9. northwest to start, and then hug the right wall. I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. Right, northwest to start. Can I bring trusts? I can. Then I shall. And I'll bring out one of the new ones I just got. You. Alright, now we should be able to use a rat's tail explosive, yes. Alright. And then blow up the wall to the north at H8. H8 will be there. There's a goblin right there. We're going to ignore the goblin for the moment. Alright, blow that wall. And then go deal with the goblin. Now, I think the goblin drops a question mark point. Yes. And then we can take 3 rat's tail explosives from this point. You have to grab them one at a time. All right. Blow up the wall to the southeast at I9. Okay, so I9. There's another wall we want to blow up. Right here. Proceed northeast until you reach a dead end. Examine it for a cutscene. Ignore that bomb for now. An extremely sturdy wall of rock blocks your path. This one it seems nothing would stop us. Even a dozen rat's tail explosives detonated in unison wouldn't so much as leave a soot stain on the surface. Barely cause a scratch. What have we here? Looks to be some kind of contraption for housing jars of fire sand. Ah, a memory returns to me, a recollection. Tales of abandoned quarries brimming with goblin mining technology of ages past. I shan't bother you with the details, though it would make for good telling at a campfire. A fuse extends from the contraption to a place beyond the wall. What would happen, I wonder, if we were to place a jar of fire sand in it? Set us up a bomb. Wow, that's an old reference. Alright, could it be that... Well, this is an old game. Could it be that the fuse is connected to yet another detonation with, somewhere over yonder? Detonate switch. Alright, we examine... Alright, so we placed the jar of fire sand that we apparently had. The wall, we opened H8. Okay, now it says go to I-78. Alright, I-78. So there. Alright. Get around this bomb. And there's a switch that it's glowing. Hit it. Well, I tried to get past the bomb. Very well. Oh, and it detonated. Press the switch. A thunderous explosion sounds in the distance. Alright, I want to go back to the dead end where we left the fire sands. There's our goblin. Alright. And you decided you want to attack me. Very well. Now, are you going to drop more explosives? And if you are, I'm going to grab them. Indeed. Alright, we can't carry anymore. Alright. That's fine. I don't think we really need them. Alright, let's see if we can slip past this bomb. Alright, so this is now open. Alright, now we want to blow up the wall to the southeast at G89. G89 to the southeast. There that is. Travel east and blow up the wall on I-9. You southeast and examine the blue warped exits. There's the blue warp. All right. Ah, Tuna. I knew you would come for us. I just knew it. Tuna, thank you. Alright, where are the ones who brought you here? The enemy? Hold it right there. Safe there. I hate to disappoint, but I can't allow you to simply walk away. Tootle along. Lilith has use for that one, she says. Bad Sathyr. Naughty, naughty Sathyr. Why do you persist with this deplorable behavior? You betray us and the goddess from whose tears you were born, she who gave you life. Betray you say. I'll not suffer any more of your slanderous remarks. You lot are the ones meddling in affairs beyond your fathoming, out of your league. Hold your tongue. Always have you been the least regal of we Kates, a notch below, greedily pinching all the sweets and leaving none for the others, for starters. Slap fight. Dear naive Naui, haven't you heard of first come first serve, survival of the fittest? Oh, the nerve. All Kates, assemble, gather round. Sathyr, at what turn did you go astray, lost your way? Do you realize the graveness of your actions, your misdeeds? Da, Oct, and Sia, their blood is on your paws. They have only themselves to blame for being slow and clumsy, dim-witted and oafish. All in one, and one in all, such is the essence of our being. Rebellious thoughts and behavior are not permitted. Zero tolerance. Yes, the will of Altana is absolute. No room to argue. Extreme situations call for extreme measures. Drastic action. Agreed. Shame, though, that we failed to locate our feline kinsman. Location unknown. Can't you ever get straight to the point, not beat around the... I'm even beginning to talk like you. You, take us to where that stuck-up, self-important woman is. I've got a score to settle with her, and now that I have Tuna to back me up, she's as good as toast. Yup. I wish to see her again also. Huh? You really don't have an inkling, do you? Happy in your ignorance. What do you mean? Let me ask you this. What determines the future? How are things decided? What determines the future? What a silly question. Why, that would be us, of course. We're the ones who possess the power to decide. Nuh-uh. Wrong answer. Have you looked up at the sky recently, to the back of your head, the comet that draws ever near, whose advance will be stayed by none? Atomos. Atomos is what will choose the future, decide our fates. What? What in the world are you going on about? So, which future will be judged dispensable and be swallowed up and erased from existence, wiped off the map of time? You'd like to know, wouldn't you? Let us go straight to the source. O fearsome distorter of time, devourer of memories, and decider of fates, heed my call, answer my plea. Atomos, come. A cavernous maw? Portia, no. Whoops. Now I've gone and done it. It swallowed her up, gulped her down. Yeah. What are we to do? Oh, goddess deliver. What should we do? What can we do? Keep your heads about you, people. Maintain composure. Everyone, remember the words of Altana, the wish of the goddess. When the harbinger cometh, the champions of the dawn shall descend. With wings divine, and radiance blessed, the eternal night is end. My foolish kindred, we're expecting a miracle to happen. Divine intervention. These young ones are... That's right. It's as I've been saying all along, all this time. These young ones are... the champions of the dawn. Wielding the light, they will win back the future that Altana has willed for Vana'diel. Could this really be true? Truly be real? Believe in me, everyone. Share my conviction. The time for us has come. The torch we pass on to you, young ones, carry on our legacy. There's still room for you to grow, not quite fully fledged. But we know you won't let us down, shan't disappoint. This too is the will of the goddess. Altana's will be done. It was so lovely to know you. I had myself a time. Hey, wait. There's no need to do anything rash. Uh-oh. This doesn't bode well. Bodes ill, even. That is... Oh. It's gotten big. really big. And then really small. Huh? What happened to the humongous Kate we saw just a second ago? Why, I stand right here before you. Introducing, ta-da, the new and improved Kate Sith. New and improved? You haven't changed a trifle. I was hoping you'd wallop the enemy with your grotesquely enlarged state. You've obviously not paying due attention to the finer details, not squinting sufficiently. See how my whiskers have grown both in length and luster? See how my tail has been extended a whole paw's breadth, longer and more regal? Now listen up and listen well. Take heed. Underestimate Sathir not for a moment. A single Kate and a traitor he may be, but all who are born from the tears of Altana are possessed of tremendous power. Tremendously powerful. Using my new and improved abilities, I will seal Sathir within a barrier from which he cannot escape. This will be your chance to put a stop to his shenanigans and his capers. I've been itching for this. It feels like the longest time since I last had the chance to shake the rust off my joints and dance up a storm. Tuna, take this umbral bug. Without it, you won't be able to enter the barrier. It will be denied entry. More can be had to the southern tower of the Beaucedine Glacier should you require another. Need a replacement? Tuna, Lilithset, one barrier coming up. Step lively now. Stay on your toes. Alright. I now have the Umbra Bug. Alright. Now, where we need to go is... the north and one level below. Oh, this is a problem. That's going to be a big problem. Well, I'm out of here. And I'm kind of out of time here as well. So we will have to continue this and do battle with Kate Sith Sathir when we come back for next episode. So for now, we'll go ahead and stop here. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.